Hello Internet, it is I, John, from Nerdy Review, and today we'll be looking at something very special, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Now, if you don't know what Kamen Rider is, I don't blame you. Kamen Rider is a Japanese show, like how Super Sentai is. It got a American adaptation in the 90s, like how Super Sentai got an American adaptation that we now know as Power Rangers. The American adaptation was called Maxed Rider, which is actually the translated name of Kamen Rider. Unfortunately, Maxed Rider kinda sucked. It was not well received by critics and common viewers alike. And, Kamen Rider never really got an adaptation until 2009 or 2008, around one of those 2 years, when the CW made Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which is an adaptation of another Kamen Rider show. It follows a kid named Kit as he discovers a world called Ventara, where warriors called Kamen Riders once protect it, but a villain named Xaviax destroyed the Riders and took over Ventara. And Kit becomes a Kamen Rider, along with Wing Knight, which is one of the last remaining original Riders left. It's up to them to defeat Xaviax and the evil Kamen Riders. Now, this show was cancelled before the last 2 episodes could be aired on TV. However, the last 2 episodes were made, and so they were uploaded online. Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is a really good show. The majority of the footage is original, and the actors, while a bit rough at first, they get better as time goes on. I especially love the actor who plays Xaviax. I can't say his name off the top of my head, but he does a great job at the role. Xaviax, what he does to the Riders, if he wants the Riders to join his side, what he does is he manipulates them and usually tells them that they'll get some reward if they join him. And let's go over some of the Riders. Okay, we have Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, Kamen Rider Wing Knight, Kamen Rider Swan, Camo, Sting. There are about 13 Riders. I'm sorry, I can't name off all of them off the top of my head. And there's an interesting thing about the Kamen Riders. You can't be a Kamen Rider unless your Ventara counterpart was a Kamen Rider. Ventara is the mirror world. Like Ventara, if you're a Kamen Rider, you can actually go through any reflective surfaces, like a mirror for example, and actually go to Ventara. So that's kind of why, Xaviax has to manipulate the Riders, because he can't just get anyone, he has to get the exact copies. Around the, last 7 episodes, it kind of changes a bit. Instead of, Dragon Knight and Wing Knight fighting the Riders, they get all the original Riders and they fight. And Kit actually does actually doesn't become, well, he isn't Kamen Rider Dragon Knight anymore. He's a new Kamen Rider called Kamen Rider Onyx, I believe what the name is, because his Ventara counterpart comes back. And I have to say, it's really a shame when they have to use the original Japanese footage, because the original footage they do for the show is really good. If you want to get into Kamen Rider, I suggest that you watch the Americanized version of it first, which is Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. And then, try to get into the other Japanese shows. Unfortunately, as of now, this Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is the only recent adaptation. Hopefully we could get some soon. Who knows? Anyway, this is John from Nerdy Review signing out. Oh, and next time we'll travel to a lost galaxy.